There's gonna be 250,000 people there, they predict. What could go wrong? So if I had a brand new Harley 2020 and I said, "Katie, jump on the back, we're going to Sturgis. We're gonna drive to Sturgis. Would you go?"
No.
No,
Not my scene
no.
on a normal day.
You'd look at me and say, "What's the matter with you? Are you sick in the head?" And you'd be right to say it. 250,000 people. My land. Let me give you this analogy. Do you think when the Titanic struck that iceberg that people started making dinner plans, figuring out what birthday parties they were gonna hold on the ship, and, dancing around the ballroom? Do you think they were doing that on the Titanic as the ship was sinking? We are the Titanic, and we hit an iceberg called the coronavirus. What are we doing, man? Come on. We're better than this. And are they gonna wear masks? I don't know what they're gonna do. You get 250,000, a quarter of a million people in one place. I ask, what can go wrong? Most likely, a lot. And ask Katie to let you know how to get in touch with the show, make contact. I'll bring you up to date. I'll report on what we're doing here, what we know, and what are other countries doing, and how are they? How do they approaching this? Many of them are on their way to getting almost back to normal, and we're getting back to where we were when it started. So you may have a thought or two, Katie. There she, there she is. Okay, I see her,
I
but
think our mic's not working. Having a problem
oh,
with our mic.
okay. Well, that's very possible.
I mean, you
It's
guys.
radio after
There
all,
we
and it's
go.
live
Oh.
radio.
We got
There
it.
you go.
Had to click the button a solid 40 times, but we got it.
Is there a loose wire in the board?
Probably.
Oh my
I wouldn't be
God. Go
surprised
ahead.
because that's how things.
How can people make contact with the show?
I want to do it like 5 more times so I didn't cut off halfway through. But you can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can also email Dr. Garko personally. His email's drgarko letstalknutrition.com. And if you head over to letstalknutrition.com, you'll find all of our past shows. They are sorted by date and title. We make it easy for you to listen back to. And you can watch the show on Facebook and YouTube and listen wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
So, where are we? Well, where are we? Uh, live with somebody vulnerable? Well, you need to really consider wearing a mask. That's what Dr. Burks said yesterday. I watched that interview, as she said, we're entering a new quote, new phase, close quote, in this fight against the virus, and urged people to consider wearing masks at home. If you didn't know, she's the spokesperson for the White House, um, part of the team, what's left of it. Uh, I don't know where everybody went. She's still around. Somebody's got to be around, I guess. She's urging people to wear a mask at home because you may have elderly parents or some relative who's ill, that have comorbidities. And even if you go out to the grocery store, you don't know. You come back home, could have picked the virus up. That makes that person vulnerable. So that's something new. I have not. Most haven't said that, but now that's starting to be. That's a theme that's bubbling to the top. World Health Organization reported that progress has been made in treating the virus. And then there's the all ever present conjunctive adverb. However, there is, quote, no silver bullet, quote, and, quote, might never be, close quote. And that's what we keep hoping for. And of course, the silver bullet would be a vaccine. We're a ways off from that. And even if they had it today, it's going to take a monumental effort to get it manufactured and get it distributed across this country. So I don't know. I keep looking for a ray of light. In Manila, we never talk about it. Returns to lockdown after reopening leads to a resurgence. Just another example. That's all. Even in Manila. So now it is disturbing. So living with someone vulnerable, you really do need to consider wearing a mask. They truly do. I live alone. There's nobody in this house but me and you when I'm come to work here. As I move from one area of the house 15 or 20 feet to where I'm sitting now, yeah, the commute is great, but this really is not good to live this way. And there are some people that are going to lose their homes because the Congress can't get its act together and pass a bill to get people a measly $600 a week. They're going to spend the money, boys. Don't worry about it. It'll go back into the economy. Get it done. People are going to be, the evictions are off the chain. People being put out onto the street. Where's the humanity in all this? I don't, it driving me crazy. I thought we were supposed to be in this together. I'll tell you who's doing well. The wealthy are doing well. Restaurant owners, small businesses, 1 in 3. The prediction is now 1 in 3 small restaurant owners won't own a restaurant anymore, ever. Most likely, they'll be gone. 1 in 3. And now there's a new ad out by one of the restaurant associations that were some organization representing the restaurants, pleading for help.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only 2 ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning into LTN. We are here within the continental United States, and of course, we move outward because we're able to stream and get this show up on the platforms that put us worldwide, and that's a good thing. And you know, we're sometimes you can understand what's going on where you are by looking at other places to see what's going on there. So you can compare and contrast and grab a better understanding of what the condition of the condition is, the context in which you find yourself. And that's why I report on these other places around the world. Say, well, that had nothing to do with us. Yes, it does. This is a pandemic. And within the United States, it's an epidemic. And pandemic means that it spread. It started, far away, a place called China. So we need to understand what's going on in these other parts of the world. Why is it that other countries are moving back toward normalcy, whatever that may mean anymore, and we are moving more toward chaos? I don't know. Those are questions. That's one question we have to ask. In the United States, I alluded to this, stimulus negotiations are set to resume, thankfully, after the $600 unemployment benefit lapsed at the end of last week. I'm not a politician, but I mean, do they not understand how much power they have and how much good they could do? A scaled down U.S. Republican convention in Charlotte, North Carolina will be closed to the press, and parts will be live streamed due to social distancing rules. Mexico's COVID 19 death toll is now more than 47,000 people. Only the U.S. and Brazil have recorded more virus related deaths. They're catching up. In Australia, state of Victoria declared a state of disaster, close quote, locking down millions in Melbourne to fight a soaring coronavirus outbreak. So you see what's happening here? You see a pattern. You don't have to be an epidemiologist to figure this out. If you sat down and look at the countries that are doing well, set them off to the side. Now then find those countries and put them together and do a comparison and contrast and ask, why is that? It's not a different virus in Melbourne than it is in Michigan. It's the same virus. The human beings in Melbourne are human beings, and so are the people in Michigan. What's going on? Why is that? And that's what we have to figure out. And we have figured it out. And when we decide to violate some of the most basic fundamental rules, do you think it's a good idea to put 250,000 people together on motorcycles in a town somewhere in the Midwest, Sturgis? This sounds like a good idea to me. I think if we asked a fifth grader that question, the fifth grader could give you probably a pretty good and fulsome answer. The answer would be no. And they're going to go forward with this because it's good for business, really. All right. Good luck with that. What could go wrong? Mostly everything. And then you will have to wait and sit after this event occurs and everybody's there for I don't know how many days that is, and then wait a couple of weeks and then see what happens. States with the most cases of coronavirus, California leads the way, 512,175. Florida, where I live, 487,132 cases. Texas, 448,145. New York, 416,000. And Georgia with 193,000. I've been thinking mightily, and so have many, about sending children back to school. Some schools are getting ready to start and have. And in one place, I don't recall where, the kids are back to school, but there is no enforcement of wearing masks. It's not mandatory. What? What? I don't know. The United Kingdom's troubled coronavirus response becomes more complicated. They got their hands full there too. It's a mess there, just as it is here. And there are protests in Germany. I was looking at some images of the coronavirus protests in Germany. So people around the world are upset and they expect something to be done, and they have a right to expect it. That's why we have these things called governments. Eli Lilly is moving into late stage trial of its antibody therapy for COVID-19. There's yet another competitor. We'll see what comes of it all. LTN. We're coast to coast and we are global, and we are in the thick of it. We are, and we won't be going to Sturgis on a motorcycle, I guarantee you.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
1250 WHNZ.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. And you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Glad you could stop by today. Today is August the 3rd, and back to school is going to start happening